Adults fighting.
Okay, so there is nothing worse than when I see somebody my age. I'm 44, and Danny's 43. But look, anybody over the age of really 30, and I'm really, because even 20-year-olds sometimes get on my nerves with this, but when I see someone my age physically fighting someone over a disagreement.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Like in the street or in a store or even in the hotel here, we have people who will really get in fights. And I always am shocked. Like, it's always shocking to me when I see grown-ups. Not when I see teenagers or something, or even young adults that are in 20, because their emotions are all wrapped in what people say about them. But when you're like 44 years old and then somebody really makes you want to come out of your... Yeah, like... I've never, like, the last time I had a fight was with Danielle when we were younger.
Remember
like, we were teenagers.
We busted the door down.
We did. We broke a door. We broke a door and blamed it on our cousins.
Yeah. People, so y'all think that we've never gotten into fights, but we have.
When I was younger, you know, I had, you know, but I was never like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not talking about people, by the way. I'm not talking about when you need to defend yourself. Yeah, self-defense does not count. Anybody, if you need to self-defend, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Well, what always trips me out is that it escalates to that point. Like, I don't know, like, I am someone who knows how to de-escalate a situation. Like, I don't even get involved with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when I see people get so mad that they're going to square up.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Like, no one's ever got me that mad.
I'm like, why are you
don't know how to use
that?
Psychology on people?
Right.
You can make someone really angry with your psychology more than your fist.
Yeah, and I almost much rather see men fight than women. Yeah. That's how horrible.
When I see women fight, it's always, and you know, it's like, it's worse when I see people and they have like their little kids with them. And that always happens. People who fight like that always have children. Yeah. Like, every race does it.
Yeah, every race.
Every race. White people, Indian people, black people, Spanish people. Every race, there's this group of like people who can't get their emotions in check and they're way over the age and they're like literally fighting at amusement parks. They're fighting at, remember that
Oh my gosh,
remember that?
At Disney World.
Disney World. This man was really fighting these two girls, these are women. And they had like baby strollers and all I could think is this, first of all, it's the happiest place on earth.
That is funny.
Disney World. Second of all,
happened?
Literally, they just could not stop fighting. It's like the guards would like pull them away from each other and they'd be fine and there'd be one word said and the guy
would just start lunging back at. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? But even fighting words, like sometimes I see people on Facebook that I know that be having fighting words. Like, I wish somebody would come up here. I'm gonna come up there and beat you up. And I'm thinking, what? But we're in our 40s,
right?
Like, you're gonna incite violence.
Yeah, people like that don't.
That sounds square.
But I'm talking about people in their late 30s and 40s. When I see that, I think to myself, really? How embarrassing.
Why are you fighting?
Like, it's embarrassing.
And girls, like I feel like women.
Girls wear skirts and stuff. They pull hair out of each other's head.
But sometimes the fight gets so bad that like you're fighting. You're outside of yourself, so you don't know what you look like. Okay, but now we do because everybody's taping it.
Yeah,
and hair, people pulling out wigs and weaves, and I'm like,
look at this. Somebody come look at this.
This is just not my scene.
Yeah, it's like,
and then people share these videos.
Yeah,
people our age, Kara, they share these. I don't get that either. Like, have you been scrolling through your feed and you just see a random fight video? I'm like,
yeah,
we're 40.
What happened to class, man? I mean, at some point, it's just like, I've had people really make me upset, but I've got too much class. You're just, when people talk a certain way to me, I'm like, you are so low on the totem pole.
Please step aside, sir. We'll call your room momentarily.
I don't even want to
even.
But you know, whenever whenever something happens, like especially like if you guys ever work in customer service, I think everybody should work in customer service at least one time in their life, like legit, because working with the public directly, What? It's a hard thing. But whenever people start like get upset at something, they can't get a return or whatever, they always want to fight. Like I've been retail. I was in retail forever, right? Now I'm in the hotel business, same situation. Whenever someone was like something's not going their way, and then you're just not budging, it's company policy, you do all that, and they want to fight you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I always go, why do you want to fight? Like, why am I fighting? Why would I fight you over this? I don't care.
The other day we had a customer. They were little drinkers, but they didn't. Look, legit, they had some little issues with their room. Okay, but they literally wanted to go up to the front, and I asked her, like, she said, I went to go get my sister because she said I'm about to kick somebody's ass.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, really gonna kick somebody's ass over a room? Okay. Because it was the two ladies, and I said to her, I said, you gonna fight? It's like that. And she's like, girl, you know what it is. Sometimes people just make you want to come out of character. I said,
you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do shit.
Not me. I don't fight over it. I said I'm not fighting or going to jail or getting hurt over
getting
this
your
place.
hair yanked out.
I said I will leave first. I said I don't give people my money. No. They don't give me good service. That's how I deal with it. And she was just like, yeah, you're right. And I just thought to myself, right, like, just leave.
Well, then just leave.
Yeah, I mean, just leave. Like, you don't have to
make a bad review. Do what you gotta do, but don't fight. It's not that deep.
What's the violence for? Nobody brings me to that.
No.
Nobody brings me to that. I mean, literally, people can make me angry.
Yeah.
But I find that when you don't care, which I really don't. Maybe people do, but I really like. Okay, well,
people do.
Whatever.
Remember that employee?
When you act like you don't care, people get really angry.
Yeah,
but they don't know what to say to you because you haven't done anything, so they don't fight you or anything. They just go like this. They think you're like a snob.
Yeah,
and so then they don't like fighting snobs. Nobody in this world, unless you are my husband, my sister, my mother, or my children. That it's not that serious. It never gets that serious for me. You mean nothing really to me in that place. You know what I mean? Like no one can bring me outside of my own class.
Right. Keep your hands to yourself, y'all.